come back.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My own past, to me, the way I see we have three leading candidates.
Okay.
Peter Obi, Tinubu, and Atiku.
Yeah.
For me, out of the three, for what I can see, Obi is the best.
Okay.
That's for me. Obi is
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. So
Basically itself.
Is the Labour Party looking into any of these points that I was we're presenting here? Like,
No, he's majorly focusing on the economy.
okay,
Moving Nigeria to a consuming from a consuming economy to a productive economy.
okay,
And now we are only consuming. And if from his analysis, if he can achieve what he's saying, I mean, our economy will be good. And that's a major problem of African society. We have a terrible economy.
okay,
That's why the people are wallowing in poverty.
okay,
Now, in Nigeria, as is, we don't vote competence.
okay,
Competence. If you have, we only vote on sentiment, based on sentiment.
okay,
Either, if you look at it, we may actually vote across religious lines or across ethnic lines, and that's how always it has been. And I don't see that one's changing in future. No talk of no talk of in present. Now, for my analysis, I'm not seeing Tinubu on the ballot. What I mean that I don't see him on the ballot, except Tinubu find a way of bringing the election, I don't see him winning.
okay,
And here's some analysis.
okay,
Now let's go to the southwest where he come from.
okay.
Tinubu has gotten a divided home. Tinubu has gotten a divided home. Obi have encroached into his territory.
Okay.
That's the blind truth. From analysis, I expect Tinubu to win the southwest, but the gap between him and Obi will not be wide.
Okay.
And probably, you won't be surprised if Obi will southwest. I won't be surprised. Now, going to the southeast, I don't expect Tinubu to do well in the southeast.
Okay.
Moving to the south, I don't expect you to do well there either. Now let's come to the north. Tinubu will do apart from the southwest, the north. That's why we have showing, but the show will not be much. So, given my eyes, I don't expect Tinubu to win the election, because we vote based on sentiment in Nigeria. In the north, they would like to vote their own, but because of the Muslim ticket, he may have what? He may have a way. He may have little votes, not too much. That's why I say I'm not seeing Tinubu on the ballot. Now, for my analysis, the two major contenders are Atiku and Obi. Let me give you how I feel like Obi can win the election. Obi will have a very good result in the southwest. Okay. Now let's go to the southeast. Anything that happened in the southeast today is harming Obi, is not harming anybody.
Okay.
Because that is his own territory. No vote. They will be the French people. Now, in fact, I expect them in the southeast to have the lowest turnout of votes compared to the previous one because of the problem there. So if we have votes, Obi will have vote in the southeast, but the vote will not be much because of the crisis in the southeast. In the south, I expect him to do well there also. Now, in the middle belt, Benue, Plateau, all those areas, I expect him to do very well because of what the high number of Christians there. Because we vote on, as I said, we vote based on sentiment, not based on capacity. In the north proper, I don't expect the Muslim Northerners to vote for him. I don't expect money, but the Christian Northerners will give him a block vote. The Christian Northerner will give Obi his block vote. So it will encroach into the north. Given this analysis, Obi can win the election. Again, there is possibility for Atiku to win the election. Atiku, he will win the large part of the north. Because the reason why I give Atiku another chance of winning is that Atiku come from a region which have the largest number of voters. Which is the north.
Yeah, but even with the largest number of voters, everybody needs 25%.
No, listen to my analysis. He can win because he has the largest number of voters. Now, if he get his own base, now he just need 25% of other regions. West and south have 25% from that area, and he can win. So, given the analysis, the major two contenders are Obi and Atiku, based on our sentimental. But me, I'm still giving Obi an edge because in the north, I live in Kaduna. Almost every Christian you meet on the road, which are Northerners, they are voting Obi.
Okay.
Almost all of them. So it will encroach into the north. Now, any encroachment that both Tinubu and Kokoso take out of the north, they are only hurting Atiku. Any vote they come get, because I don't see them winning. But if you look at the narrative design, if you look critically, I think the presidency knows that the Tinubu camp want to use money for this election, and they already have the money in stock. They now change the money close to the election. If you look at it very well, is the APC, a faction of APC that is supporting Tinubu, that is crying foul,
Okay.
that is complaining about the narrative design.
Okay.
So this analysis that I've given, they know the analysis very well. Therefore, they need money to do these things, so that if not, they know he won't have much in the south, except in the southwest, which Obi have taken over. That's where he will get votes. Apart from the southwest, I don't see Tinubu as anywhere except in the north, which any vote is getting out of the north is only hurting Atiku.
Okay.
So the major front runner of this election is Obi and Atiku. One of them will emerge. The only thing that will make Tinubu emerge is what they are planning to do.
Okay.
And with the presidency, the president and the CBN, I think they are fighting against it. This narrative design is done. They time it close to the election. They know what they are doing, because these people already have old money in stock.
Okay.
who they want to use to rig the election.
Okay.
Now, if you see all these protests all over, if you like, there is no single protest anywhere in the north.
Okay.
There is no single protest anywhere in the north.
Why?
You know, because Atiku camp feels that they don't even need to rig the election for them to win. That they just need to capture the north, take 25% for each region of the south, they can win.
But do you see PDP getting 25% from any region from the south, which will be in and Atiku and Tinubu in the southwest and southeast?
Now, I don't really see them getting that much from the south, but they will try as much as possible if they can use the governors there, anything to just at least get that 25%. But me, to my analysis, Obi is ahead. Obi is ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't know. Does anybody have a counter?
Obi is ahead.
A counter opinion?
Let me add this. All these protests you are seeing in all those areas of the south, they are instigated violence.
Okay.
Some of these people, people in the protest, they don't have money in the bank. Many of them don't have money in the bank, and they are protesting. I saw a video in Lagos the other time. They actually brought people in the bus to come and cause violence. For me, seriously, Obi is still a step ahead, because Kokoso in both Kanu and Jigawa states, you will do something special to beat him in both
just
two states.
Minute. Let's round up with the brother, then you can continue. Yeah.
Both in Jigawa and in Kanu, you will do something special to beat Kokoso in those two states.
Okay, so my brother, just round up so that we can give another person chance.
So that's my analysis. I have no much.
Is that Obi is in the lead in this election, and that Obi can make like in your analysis, Obi has the southeast and the south, and we share the southwest with Tinubu, and in the north central, and also in the northeast, right? That's what you are saying, right?
In the north, if you have vote from the Christian, the Muslim will not vote for him. The Muslim will not vote for him. The Christian, they will not vote for him. They will.
The Christians voting for Obi will give him the 25% he needs in those.
In fact, far more. Like here in Kaduna State, you can get up to 45% because of the Christian population.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my people, you have heard the contribution of our brother in his analysis, and he has put it forth. I think I will cut out this part of the video and repost it so everybody will have it. So thank you so much. Yeah, let's hear from our brother. Hello.
Hello, Blessedom.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you for your work. I appreciate what you are doing along with others for flying out the Express. Well, I heard what our brother was saying, but just like you have always known, our people are usually very emotional on things that demand analytical mind.
Okay.
Obi, put me anywhere. Election is 6 days to go. Obi stands no chance in this election. At the end of the day, we are going back to what Soludo said earlier. Obi would have made a better chance in the next election if he had started preparing the structure from this election by following the initial advice that came from Soludo.
No. Wait first. Let's not go back. He should have. That, we are beyond that now. The election is before us. So we are looking at the facts on ground, the situation right now. And we're asking, what are your expectations? Who is your choice and why? And, what are your projections, basically, based on the facts? So our brother have said that from his own perspective, from his own projection, Obi is in the lead, and he has given the reason why, that Obi is clearly in the lead to get all the Christian votes from the north and in the northeast and the north central, that he has made a great inroad, that Obi has also the possibility to take up to 25% of the southwest, and Obi has the north, the southeast and the south in his pocket. So that projects Obi right to the front. So I would like to have a counter narrative from you.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to. But
Okay.
I'm trying to lay the foundation before I proceed. You see, anybody telling you that Obi is going to control 25% from the southwest is joking, or the person probably has not been following the political nature of Nigeria. That look, as it is right now, people are trying for change. Yes. The youth are looking for change. Yes. But the big question now is, how many of these people actually have their PVCs, and how many of them are going to be able to go out to vote? If you look at it very well, I'm putting it on record. After the election, we'll come back to it. The majority of voters in this coming election are not active on the platforms that have been lending people to be born. If you conduct any polls on media right now, on social media, Obi is going to be head and neck above others. But the reality is going to be a lot of difference. Obi cannot take the chunk of the Christian vote in the north. I'm telling you now.
Why not? Why not?
Good. Let's look at it. This issue of Christian vote.
I hope you people can hear him very well. Let me get the feedback that you are hearing him. Yeah. Continue, my brother.
So, okay. This issue of Christian vote in the north, the origin started when a particular section of APC members in the north who wanted to get the VP slot first lighted when the decision was for a Muslim. Okay? I'm talking about the Noah and the rest of them. And they now base this on religion. That if Tinubu is a Muslim, why would he choose another Muslim? Does it mean that the Christians don't have mouth?
Okay.
From there, they galvanized themselves together and were able to get sympathy from other people in PDP and became a force to sell the narrative of no Muslim ticket. Now, let's move from there. What then happened after that galvanizing was done? This same set of people could not agree with each other. They eventually broke into two parts. A part went to PDP, and another part are with Obi. Now, APC, on the other hand, took their lead for the presidential campaign to be a Christian. So in the north as well, what do you see? At the end of the day, you are seeing the Christian vote in the north divided in three parts. The part that went to Obi that came out from APC, the part that went to Atiku that came out from APC, and the part that the leader in APC is able to hold. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can vote of people be controlling the majority Christian vote in the north. We need to wake up and face the reality. Now, coming down to the southeast, people is going to have a landslide. Anambra State, Ebonyi State, Imo State to a level, River State, River State to be close to average. Okay, Cross River to also be close to average, The truth is that he's going to make a good showing in the southeast.
Okay.
But when it comes down to South, he's not going to have a say in the South. He will barely struggle to get 25% in the South. He will barely struggle to get it. But I'm beating my chest to see that he's not going to keep the 5% in the whole of Southwest.
Okay.
This politicking is much more than the analysis we are seeing.
Okay.
We have to look in total to the structure. In Lagos, for instance, the majority of votes that P2B is going to command in Lagos will come from the Igbo-dominated community, which is Amuodofi area. If you come out from Amuodofi area in Lagos, P2B is not going to have a good showing in Lagos. Mark my word, Saturday is just 2 days to go.
So just let me interrupt you a little bit. So there is a poll that was out on the 15th of February, like 3 days ago, and that poll was saying that poll shows that Peter Obi remains top pick for Nigerian president. So it says it was in the daily. They say in the latest poll, 21% of participants said they've decided to vote for Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, over 13% proposing to vote for Bola Tinubu of the ruling party APC, and 10% in favor for Atiku of the main opposition political party. And mind you, Kwakwanso is actually nowhere to be found in this poll. So what is your take on this? I mean, this is on Nigerian dailies, not from me. I'm showing it as I'm reading it here.
Blessedom, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking about polls.
Yeah.
The question I'm going to ask you is this. How many polls have actually projected winner for this election? That is one. Two, how many polls have projected P2B? How many polls have projected Tinubu? And how many polls have projected Atiku? Remember what I told you at the beginning. I said, if you conduct any form of polling right now, especially if you have to go through media, the social media, for instance, or areas that are social media active, or places that are connected to social media apparatus, you are going to have people be going head and neck over. Look, just a few days ago, another poll said it's Tinubu. We must not get this twisted. And I'm telling you now that because of the nature that you are awake and they are clamoring for this thing, and because they are the ones that are usually reached by this poll, any poll can easily tell you people. But on the day in the field, it's going to be quite different. Secondly, when you also talk about this poll, remember that the percentage is given for undecided. Now, what is the percentage of this undecided? And the question is, what are they undecided? So, another point is, I'm a researcher, I'm a scientist.
Yeah, so I want to show you another poll before the one that came before the one I just showed. This one was on the 8th of February, and the one I just showed you was on the 15th, right? And this one says again, Obi expands lead. Okay.
I'm coming. Blessedom, I'm coming. As a scientist, okay, we need to tell ourselves the truth. When you want to conduct research in the West, or even in any other place, the results and the procedure give you better outcome than when you have to do with Africa, for obvious reasons. I'm a scientist, and I'm an authority at that. I will review my data further beyond this. But I'm telling you right now that when you take demographic data from Africa, most times they are not exactly the true representatives. These folks are talking about whether they use telephone, whether they send people on the field and the rest of them. Anybody you call to give you a response can say anything. There is no veracity to these people that participated in the poll having their PVC. Of course, they will ask them, do you have PVC? They will say yes. Are you going to do this? They will say yes. Let's wait until we get to the field. For the first time, these polls are going to be proven wrong on Saturday.
Okay.
Most of the scientific data are emanating from Africa, whether conducted by WHO or whoever, they are usually distorted. I know what I'm talking about because of the difficult nature and terrain of Africa. Look, whatever poll you have, there is no guarantee that the people that participated in this poll are going to be actually involved in elections on Saturday. And people can give you any response when you're conducting polls, especially when you have things, elections and things that are emotionally driven like politics at now. Let's wait to get to the polls. It's going to be interesting. It's not too late to go.
Okay.
But I'm saying right now that P2B will come distant first.
Okay.
That is my prediction.
So our brother, you didn't even tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay.
You mind telling us your name, or so that we can have that on record that you are projecting Obi for distant third?
Okay, you can call me John. Don't call me Dr. John, okay?
Okay.
I'm calling from Florida.
Okay, our brother, he said his name is Dr. John, calling from Florida. His projection is that Obi is going to make a distant third. And our brother that first made the first contribution made the projection that Obi is going to be in the lead. So let's hear more of your contributions. We want to hear somebody that will speak for any of the other candidates, especially Kwakwanzo. Nobody is mentioning him. Is he still in the run? What is going on with him? What about Atiku? What about, let's hear what you have to say. You can call in or you can join. It's just a few days to election. And let's know your choice, why you are making the choice, and what your expectations are, and what your projection for the outcome of the elections are. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. Blessedom, my side now.
Yeah. So, my people, the floor is open. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from your candidate. What do you have to say? So, this poll is projecting Obi to be the winner, and this poll is being done by, according to the poll, this poll is being done by, according to the statement released on Tuesday, by Steers. So Steers, the people that conducted this poll, is from an African-focused data-driven company founded at the London School of Economics. This company said that the Steers electoral poll and prediction model indicates that Peter Obi is Nigeria's most popular presidential candidate and should win the presidential ticket as long as Nigeria follow through on their stated intent to vote. So this is the condition, that as long as the people that they have asked so far and they have said they are going to vote Obi, if they go ahead to vote Obi, their projection is that Obi is in a clear lead to be Nigeria's president because he's in the majority and he's the most popular according to this poll. So let's hear your own take and what you have to say. I will, in the meantime, let me look if there are polls that are projecting any other candidate of the Nigerian election to win. Hello, my brother. You're welcome.
Hello, good evening, Blessedom. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, and happy Sunday to everyone.
I wish you the same.
I hope I'm coming out clear.
Yeah. I hope for the viewers too.
Let me introduce myself. This is Henry Chimezie. I'm reaching you from London. Basically, each time they release these polls, they just have the intention to create a false hope.
Okay.
Because everybody knows what a poll is. It's just a collection of a sample size, which is not the whole sum of the population.
Okay.
Now, this poll, it was done online. The majority of the vast voters are not even online. They don't participate in these polls. So that's really by the side. My candidate is Rabi Musa Kwankwaso.
Okay.
But as it stands, he would only give a run for the money. But, I've looked at the indices and everything. I'm not here to say it, but the likely candidate that will win this election is APC.
Okay.
Anybody can argue with this, but I'm saying this based on the structures I'm seeing on ground. Because, I can go back to the statistics of previous elections, and I can look at, the voting pattern it always comes from the north. And he was in Maiduguri the other day. Those, that crowd is intimidating.
Okay.
And secondly, things have been going on, structures have been collapsed. Say, for example, the southwest of Nigeria, a particular local government areas, members of the Labour Party has collapsed, has joined the APC, and these guys are only reaching for what, they are brokering a deal. I say this because simply, Nigeria as it stands now, none of our political parties are grounded on ideologies. The only thing most of us as Nigerians are doing, we are either supporting a candidate or a political party. We don't even understand the ideology. We don't even understand, the motive or the
their intent.
But I'll say from what I've seen so far, APC will take a lead.
Okay.
Then followed by PDP that will give them a run for the money. Kwankwaso can win some, fragments of the election, but he will not be able to get that electoral college, if I use the word, they recommended 25% votes. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, but the only thing I'll say, like you always advise, those of them who are back home who could vote. If it's not conducive for them, they shouldn't be voting.
Yeah.
And Blessedom, once again, I say thank you so much for all you're doing. The basic thing I called it was because of those polls, because anybody that understands research methodology should know this. Every sample is just, every poll is just a sample, not the whole population. At the end of the day, underage voting is paramount in the north, so they are not part of that population. And the aging population, the elders, and those who vote in block, they are not part of it. But in all, let's just pray we'll have a free and fair election and a transition, and let's keep pushing.
Okay.
But the only thing I know, like us as Nigerians, we are fond of this. After the election, 99% of us who are political savvy today will all go to sleep and wait for 2031 to start, 2027 to start all over again. Thank you so much, Blessedom.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. So our brother is putting his own projection on Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even though his candidate of choice is Kwankwaso, he's actually projecting Obi lower, like in a fourth position, right? If I got that right. So our brother is saying that he's from his own projection. This is what he's saying. Hello?
I got that right. So,
hello, Blessedom. Good afternoon, madam.
Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome to our program. So we are talking about who is your choice and why, and what are your expectations. What is your projection for the election, the forthcoming Saturday? So the floor is yours. Yeah.
All right. I think it was Chimezie who just called.
Yes.
Before I called now. Yeah. So my name is Amanet, and I'm also calling from Germany here.
Okay.
My candidate is actually Musa Rabiu Kwankwaso.
Oh, okay.
But I know in my heart, I know he's not going to win. But my reason for choosing Kwankwaso is because in all of the candidates that are running for this next presidential election, he's the most qualified, he's the most educated, and he's the person who has more experience on what governance is all about.
Okay.
You said what? Come again?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. So for me, he's somebody who has the capacity to actually run a country, because if you look at his performance when he was governor of Kano State, in comparison to every other person who is contesting, who especially the candidates of people like Peter Obi and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think for me, Kwankwaso is more experienced, and he actually did more work for his people compared to the rest. But I know he's not going to win. I know the APC government, they are going to win because Tinubu and he is going to use the power of incumbency and all of that to actually sail through. Then I'm looking at also the PDP coming second, and Peter Obi coming even distant third. So this is how I have been able to forecast my own, from my own perspective, looking at
the conditions on ground. Yeah, this is just
okay.
my own few
So
contributions.
our brother has said here that let me ask you. Our brother has said here that Kwakwanso has endorsed Atiku indirectly. That's why he's missing in action for some time now. What do you have to say?
No, I know Kokoso has repeatedly come out to debunk that narrative that he endorsing Atiku. So it's just a rumor that came up. Kokoso is actively, I have my friends in Kano because I actually schooled in the north, and I have a lot of my friends who are indigenous of Kano, and they are very active supporters of the person of Musa Kokoso. So nothing like that. In fact, as we speak today, this evening, there's a local government, forgotten the name, where they are going from house to house, trying to encourage people, tell people about Konkoso, why they need to vote for him and all of that. So Konkoso did not endorse anybody.
Okay.
He's still very much in the race.
Okay, that's good to know. So our brother, you can hear what he said. So thank you so much for your contribution. You are projecting
Thank you, Blessedom.
Tinubu, right? Did I get you right?
Yes, Tinubu, yes. Tinubu is going to win.
Okay,
yeah.
So he's projecting Tinubu, and our first brother projected Obi, and our second brother also said Obi he's not going, he's going to make a distant third. So right now is 3 against 1. So let's hear your contributions. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So let's hear your contributions. And who are you voting for? Why you are voting for the person, and what are your projections? So, like I've shown you the polls, the polls are suggesting that it's Obi that is the favorite, is the most popular among Nigerians. And the poll is a sample of the population, so we know that, right? Hello?
Yeah, Blessedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Phil Dr. Jones from Florida.
Okay.
I actually didn't say clearly whom I was projecting.
Yeah, I thought about that. In a split second. Yeah.
Okay. And I want to quickly say something about Kwankwaso.
Yeah.
Just in line with what brother said just now. See, Kwankwaso is the most qualified as it stands. I agree. But Kwankwaso is a smart person. What Kwankwaso is preparing for is different from what Atiku and Tinubu are preparing for. Kwankwaso is looking at possibility of a big run. He's looking at a possibility to become a force to the bargaining table. His Kwankwaso is historical. Everything Kwankwaso is doing right now is just trying to lay foundation for the future. This is exactly what we're expecting our brother Obi to do. What Kwankwaso is preparing for is that in case there's going to be a second option, people like you will be called to bargain because they will need him to support somebody. So
let me ask you again. Who did you project to win again?
Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to win.
Okay. Followed by Atiku. So I feel like you are basically in the mindset of the old politicians and the way that things are done of old. You are not giving room that there can be a new innovation, a change of the way things are done, because why not that? Why does Kwakwanso has to wait until he's invalid, that he's no longer strong? He's here now and he's in the game.
Can I explain?
Yeah.
Okay, let me explain to you. Initially I told you something. I told you that I am of scientific background as a scientist. When you want to make any statement about anybody's purpose, you just have to look empirically at the person's action and effort. The campaign nature of Kwankwaso's political ambition in this election says it all. If Kwankwaso is interested in winning this election, he would have had more showings in regions that are different from where he's coming from. How many showings did Kwankwaso make in the Southwest? How many showings did he make in the Southeast? How many shows did he make in the South?
You have a point, yeah.
Summarize this all. He didn't make much effort. He made little efforts in other regions. He didn't want to commit much resources. Or should we say he's working within what he has? Or whatever. But the truth is that he has not made a footprint. You cannot compare his efforts to that of Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu.
Okay.
These are the people that have their eyes on the goal.
Okay.
But he is trying to create a political relevance.
Okay.
To be a power broker when the shop comes to shop.
Okay.
You have to look at what the person has done before you can. I didn't tell you that Obi is futuristic. I didn't tell you Obi was preparing for a rerun. I didn't say so.
Yeah.
But I said that about focus. So
yeah, you did.
Based on what we are seeing on ground.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for that contribution and also making it very clear, your own projection. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So my people, it's been almost an hour and a half, and I don't know what you will take away from this video. I hope for the best in the coming elections. I pray that you stay safe, you and your families, and the bingos that are being sent to go and do no election, no in Biafra. I don't know, maybe your life is not valuable for you. I'm sorry to break it down to you. They never born the person that would divide Nigeria. You will not know rich. So you people should go and take several seats back there somewhere and watch events unfold. So I wish you all a very good week ahead. Happy Sunday to you once again, and have a great time during the elections. I hope that we will see us and we will see what our projections have been. Personally, when I'm looking at everything that everybody is saying, I'm thinking more like none of the candidates is going to have a clear-cut win. I'm actually looking at a rerun, some kind of rerun, because if I'm looking that Obi has the southeast and the southwest, and he will make some inroads in the northwest and in the north central and northeast, and I'm also looking at the same way from Asiwaju, that he's going to take the southwest, and he will also make inroads in the northeast and the northwest and something like that. And the same thing with Atiku. I'm looking at Atiku will have his base in the northwest, and he will barely make any input in the southeast and the south. So it's like almost like Wazobia. Everyone is going to anchor from their bases and make a little bit of inroad, and somehow it's not going to come together to the overall majority that is needed, that may require a rerun. But this is my own thinking, so we'll have to wait and see. So see you next time in the next video. I will cut out this part of the video and repost it so that we'll have it together in one piece, our projections and our thoughts and expectations for this coming election and the next administration. Bye for now.